Happy babies bring joy to their parents and to others who are near them. Their smile is infectious and coveted. However, the same children cause concern when they are sick. In their infancy, they cannot even describe what is wrong with them. All the same, there are indications of a baby's plight. Be attentive to his signals of distress. The symptoms described by me are quite exhaustive. I have suggested a potency of 30 in most cases. If 30 potency doses are not available, administer 200. Reduce the frequency of the dose to 2 instead of 4. My preference is for pills size 20. The baby will love the sweet pills. Let him roll them over his tongue. The normal dosage is 4 to 8 pills on dry tongue 4 times a day. As the disease is cured and the adverse symptoms disappear, reduce the dose to nil over 2 days. Homeopathic remedies are not meant to be taken long except in chronic cases. I take up bed wetting first. This is unconscious wetting of the bed during sleep. Assure the child, if he is grown up enough to understand you, that it is not his fault. When the urine is foul smelling and its color does not come off easily, give benzoic acid 30. BENZOIC acid 30. In deep slumber, if the bed is wetted, administer belladonna 30. BELLADONNA. Bed wetting in first sleep requires causticum 30. It is worse in dry, clear weather. Causticum, CAUSTICUM. Children frequently suffer from boils, painful blisters in the mouth, on gums, on the tongue, inside the cheeks. The breath is foul, sometimes pus forms in the blisters. Keeping a few pills of the chosen remedy inside the lips, near the gums, letting them dissolve slowly relieves pain and heals the ulcers or blisters. Repeat 6 times a day. The main remedy is borax, BORAX 30. Blisters on the tongue, inside the lips, painful gum boils, and bleeding ulcers in the mouth. Borax is handy and useful. Painful boils on the gums which are spongy. Gums are spongy and purple. They are full of pus. Require Merc Sol 30. MERC SOL 30. Smell from the mouth is fetid, stinking. Painful and easily bleeding ulcers in the mouth. Easily bleeding, mind you. Open wounds are taken care of by nitric acid, NITRIC acid 30. An excellent medicine which can be given for boils to anyone, a child or a grown-up. Pills should be just kept in the mouth, on the skin, wherever the boils are, or just in the mouth, on the tongue. A patient gets relief very fast. Next item I am taking up is bronchitis, chronic or acute inflammation of the mucous membranes of the bronchial tubes. The symptoms are cold in the chest. When the patient coughs, the chest heaves, aches. Hacking cough with pain in the center of the ribs. Bronchitis begins with common cold, followed by feverishness, throbbing headache, pain in the eyes, running nose, languor. That is a sort of lethargy. The breathing is oppressed and hurried, like bellows. There is wheezing, but no expectoration. Very difficult to take out. The whole chest is full of expectoration, but it is not easy to take out. In chronic cases, green, yellow mucus. The urine is scanty in such cases. Cold perspiration, pale cheeks, cold limbs, drowsiness are bad signs. So are convulsions. In case of convulsions, please call a doctor. Don't delay. When there is fever with frontal headache, the patient requires aconite 30 in acute cases. Give every 1 hour at least 6 doses. Hacking cough with cold and oppressed breathing is the beginning of bronchitis. With hacking, oppressive pain in the center of the ribs on coughing, Bryonia 200 comes in. Alternate with another chosen remedy, mostly antimony tart 30 or 200. The pain is worse on movement. There is little expectoration. It's difficult to take it out, so naturally it is less, although the chest may be full of mucus. For wheezing cases, we require Ipecac 30, upper respiratory tract infection. The child pants, cannot breathe, mucus does come out, there is nausea and vomiting. But when mucus is stuck in the lungs and the patient cannot take it out, there is rattling audible outside the room. We require antimony tart 30 or 200. Antimony tart 30 or 200. ANTIMONY TART. Actually, in every serious case of bronchitis, you begin treatment with antimony tart. For adults, I advise 1000. For children, 200 would do. The mucus starts loosening and coming out in a short period of time. It does not happen with any other medicine. When the mucus is ropey, stringing, green and going down the throat, very futile to take it out, we require kali bichrome. But if the mucus is coming out easily, bland, green, grey, we require pulsatilla 30. But the basic medicine would be antimony tart plus bryonia for chest pain plus pulsatilla if the mucus is coming out. If it is not coming out, antimony tart plus bryonia plus kali bichrome. You will not fail. I try it on patients every day with success. So antimony tart has become such a known remedy amongst people who consult me as friends that they think in homeopathy there is nothing else. So please remember, in bronchitis, in children, take medicines according to symptoms, but if it is a slightly older problem, begin with antimony tart. The fourth problem I am talking of is chorea. It's a disorder of the nervous system. It is also called saint. Vitus dance. The symptoms are involuntary convulsions, muscular movements, invoking face and limbs, ludicrous gestures. The patient can neither stand nor walk. There is a cessation of movement in sleep except in rare cases. Consult a physician. But the following medicines would help. Twitching of eyeballs and eyelids. Upper parts on one side and lower parts on the other side are affected. Remarkable symptom. Use agaricus, Agaricus 30. When the right side is worse than the left, the gait is clumsy, the patient falls easily, muscles of face, tongue, arms and legs are affected. Use causticum 30, Causticum 30. If the chorea starts in fingers, toes and extends to limbs, terrible contortions while awake and restful in sleep. Note the symptom. Terrible contortions while awake, restful in sleep. Give cuprum met, Cuprum Met 30. If chorea comes due to fright, threat or punishment or bad news, after grief or emotional upset, in hysterical persons, his tingling in limbs, pain in joints, give Ignatia, Ignatia 30. Spinal chorea, unsteady gait, require Nux vomica 30. If the patient rotates arms, clasps hands overhead, give stramonium, Stramonium 30. If the patient moves feet continuously even during night, he requires zincum met 30, Zincum Met. And if chorea comes with vertigo, please give viscum elb 30. The patient would respond well. Thank you for listening and watching this video.